Well, hello everyone, spin around, spin-a-rooney, doing this right. Well, what, oh, don't have the mic in the shot, man. If you have the mic in the shot, you're unprofessional. Alright, so, what to talk about today? Well, we have some great things to talk about, and the first thing I want to talk about is really the only thing I want to talk about, and that is Vidic is gone. Why, man? He's so good. Ugh. Well, as it turns out, let me start from the beginning. Excuse me. It's gonna be a short video because I don't want to have to edit through a lot of stuff, and I do intend on downloading this MP4, editing it in Final Cut because Final Cut's bouse, and that's what I've actually used before, and not that crappy YouTube editor. But anyway, I digress. It was the last home game of the season today. Manchester United versus Hull City. Although I think they want to be called the Hull Tigers, or like the owners want to be called the Hull Tigers, but all the fans are like, that's stupid. So anyway, we played Hull, and it was actually quite the perfect I guess you could say it was homecoming. It was a homecoming because you had Ryan Giggs who wasn't wearing a suit, he was wearing a tracksuit. He had his kit on underneath. He was gonna play. He named himself in the substitutes. He named himself as a substitute. Named Vidic as a substitute, which I thought was strange, but thanks to Phil Jones getting hurt, his shoulder just exploding, thanks to Figueroa, Vidic was able to come on in the first half anyway. But anyway, it really was just it was the last home game of the season. Everyone was it wasn't in party mode because we're not champions, but it was more of like alright, we can get this season over with, we can exhale a bit. And as long as we won, and that was the big thing. And the starting lineup, it had a few young kids in it, a few young kids that I've never even heard of before. One of which turns out to be the man of the match, thanks to the good old powers of poaching. Not poaching eggs, poaching goals, if you know what I'm saying. Because the dude, he just popped up in the right spot at the right time, powered home some good goals, some proper goals. One through the keeper, another one was after a poor keeper's parry. It was really everything was going good for that guy, Scott Wilson, I think his name is Wilson. I want to say. I think I played him a few times on FIFA. I don't know. But anyway, I'm glad he scored. It was a perfect dream debut for him, and I'm happy for him. And I wish it was me. That's the thing, he's younger than I am. He's like 18 years old. I'm 23. He's like 5 years younger than I am, and he's scoring at Old Trafford in the Stretford End on his debut in the Premier League. Like, some people just get all the luck, and meanwhile I'm just vlogging on YouTube. So, but then again, I also could be, a sex slave. Not that anyone would abduct me for those purposes, but things happen. People do get abducted. I don't know why I started talking about this, but I digress. Scott Wilson did a really good job. He scored the 2 goals, but really everyone was looking at Vidic and everyone was looking at Giggs. It was really the only reason why anyone was interested in the game, because if United win, we still have to have Tottenham lose in order for us to go into Europa League, and we have to win both games. It was just the result, while important, was not the big draw of this show, if you know what I'm saying. The big draw wasn't Kane versus Daniel Bryan. It was the Shield versus Evolution. Much like the draw for this game wasn't whether United would win and beat Hull. It was, would Giggs play? Would he score? And man, Ryan Giggs, he had a free kick opportunity in like the 88th, 89th minute, somewhere around there. And dude, he took it like a champ. It was on target. And that's all you could have hoped for. And it was good on target. It was going into, it was like, the postage stamp on an envelope. Imagine the gold mouth. Imagine the gold mouth is an envelope, yeah? The postage stamp point, that area, not over here, I guess it would be, yeah, it was going right here. Not here, or here so much, right here. Tommy Boy reference for all those in the know. What up? And he kicked it. It was beautiful. It was sailing in. Everything was going good. And then the damn keeper saved it. Did he not read the script? This was Gigsley's day. This was Vidic's day. You don't stop Vidic. You don't stop. Okay, you don't stop Giggsy from scoring on his last Old Trafford game, especially when he's had the record of scoring in every Premier League season. You just don't do that. Oh, unless you're an athletic competitor trying to win a game, in which case you totally should do that. I have no problems with the keeper saving that ball. Well, none whatsoever. He was doing his job. It was a league game. He was trying to save the points for his team. Giggsy smiled and laughed it off. I think we should all do that because it was a great save, top-notch save, and would it have been awesome to have Giggsy score it? Yeah, but you know what? It would have really cheapened it if you saw the guy go for it and then he's like, nah, I'm not gonna rob Giggsy. It would have cheapened it. It would have been that great. The only way it would have been perfect is if he scored the goal legit. And the keeper saved it. Props to him. Giggs smiled it off. I don't think he really cares about the whole scoring every Premier League season thing. I don't think he cares about that at all. I think as long as we get the win, he's happy, and we got the win today. That being said, it really did suck. It really reminded me of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's testimonial match. Ole comes on, and he has a crack on goal. Excuse me. Ollie comes on. He has a crack on goal. It's curling into the top left corner, just like the Ryan Giggs free kick. It's curling, and the keeper saves the ball in one of the most insane saves you could have ever seen. If you haven't seen it, Google it, YouTube it. After you're done watching this, go and check out the save of Solskjaer's testimonial match, because I think Solskjaer himself said after or told Giggs or something right after the save, he's like, how in the fuck did he save that? But that's the thing, it just wasn't meant to be. United isn't poetic. All right, the first game at Old Trafford we played Liverpool and lost. Okay, so it's not like it's written in the stars. No, United does things the hard way. So but it would have been so great if Giggsy scored, but he didn't. But hey, that happens. But the game itself was really just let's win, let's do well, send our fans home happy for the last time we can this season, and send off Vidic, send off Giggs. I don't know if Giggs is going to be playing again next year. I don't think he is. Honestly, I think Januzaj has that number 11 shirt with his name printed on it already. I think Giggs himself has probably told Januzaj that he was like, yo, if you want 11, it's yours next season. But then again, that's just me being poetic, and which United is not. But if Giggsy decides to hang it up, which he probably should, for everything that he is, he's not a regular first teamer. So and he's a coach now, really, and I think that's the role that he should embrace. For everything that a player coach is, they're not one or the other, they're both. So jack of all trades, master of none kind of a thing. I think it'd be best for Giggs to hang it up, to have this be his send off, and be the number 2 guy under Van Gaal, and then use that as a platform to become the best Manchester United manager since Sir Alex Ferguson. There's no reason for him not to be able to, as long as he does the right things. And if he decides to hang it up, then I'm fully support that decision. If he decides to keep playing, fully support that decision. I still haven't gotten a Giggs jersey. I just got my Berbatov jersey. I also have a Scholes jersey, thanks to an awesome girl I know, and I also have a Beckham a national England jersey. It's not a United jersey. It's Beckham's England jersey, and it's 7 too. It's my favorite. I should switch that out actually. I will once the season's officially over. I'm going to switch out my Berbatov shirt to my Beckham England shirt for the World Cup. You heard it here first, folks. Keep a lookout for that. I'm definitely going to do that soon. Probably Sunday after United seasons is all wrapped up and everyone's focus is on the World Cup. So, what else? But yeah. Anyway, Van Persie scored, and it was great to have him scored. I hope Phil Jones is okay. The whole reason Vidic got on so early was because Phil Jones' shoulder got all busted up. But then again, hey, that's the game. Both guys are going for the ball, and that happens. I'm sure Jones is going to be okay. And I'm not even going to worry about if Hodgson is going to bring the United players to the World Cup, because I was so pissed off with what he had to say. That disgusted me. Oh, I'm not gonna bring the United players because their season was really crappy, so their spot's in jeopardy. Whatever, Hodgson, man. If you don't want to bring Welbeck, and if you don't want to bring Welbeck, and instead you bring Sterling, have fun losing. That's all I have to say. Anyway, this is going on 12 minutes, and I think that's going to be more than enough to edit. So, yeah, to sum up, awesome game today. Could have been a lot better. Could have been a lot worse, you know. Could have been a lot worse. It could have been a loss, and then spoiled everyone's fun, and then Vidic would have to say bye. But it was a really great game, full of good goals and good play. A lot of positivity by the United players and from the United fans as well. And the send-off at the end was great. The speech from Giggsy, it was, you know, very heartfelt. He was tearing up, and I was tearing up too, you know. And then they had a kind of a lap, and then stopped at the step. They lapped around, and the end of the Stretford end, that Vidic had his little speech where he thanked the fans, and you know, it was great for Giggs to mention Vidic in the speech of his, saying, you know, we thank him for all the good times he's given us, all the wonderful years, and wish him the best of luck. Because that's the thing, you know, it really is a mutual consent. I don't want him to go. He's so good. He's our best defender by far. Don't let him leave. It happens, man. That's sports. That's business. You know, people move on, and I think it really is the best decision for him, because Italy is a lot slower and a lot less intense, and I really think it'll extend his career and do good for him. And I wish him the best. You know, if Inter wins 1,000,000 championships, God bless him. But I hope he does everything he wishes in the future. But that was, you know, that's him. But anyway, that's it for me. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope y'all enjoyed the game. There's only going to be one more of these post-match vlogs. After that, I'm going to have to think about something else to do. But I am starting to Twitch a lot more. If you guys haven't, be sure to check me out on that. I'm going to be FIFA YouTubing. I'm going to be FIFA-ing a lot. I'm going to be playing FIFA, playing Trials. And once I get some funds to buy some other games, I'll be playing those too. So be sure to follow me on that. It's McAwesomePossum7. Be sure to follow me on Twitter. It's YoYoThriller. I'm going to be uploading edited videos of my live Twitch broadcast once I figure out how to do all that. But until then, it's been 14 minutes, and yeah, it's just been good, and I'm really starting to enjoy this. And it was a great game, great times. One last game to go. Hope we can finish this season on a high. Hopefully we can qualify for some Europa League action. That'd be great. So it all depends on if Tottenham lose, though. Until then, it's going to be awesome Sunday. Depends on how City and Liverpool do. That's going to be exciting. It's almost like when City and United were going at it for the final day a couple years back. So this is exciting. You know, even if United's not in it, it's been a good Premier League season. Not for United, but it's been a good one. One game left. I'm really pumped. Then we got the World Cup. Ole, 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 ole. See y'all. Thanks for watching. Peace.